Okay, first off, let's talk a little bit about what we have going on here. You have Lindsay Price as a guest star. So, how excited were you to have her on set?
Well, it's been great. We've only had like 2 scenes together so far, but it's been really fun to work with her. She's great.
For you to have guest stars on, because these shows are notorious for having just fantastic guest stars on from episode to episode.
It's great because we're totally sick of each other. So it's great for somebody new to come along and spice it up.
So how has Lindsay done so far, the 2 scenes?
She's great. She's a very difficult, emotional part, and she's great.
Well, tell us a little bit about what's going on in this episode and kind of how your characters obviously intertwine and the fans of this.
Well, basically, we find that a man who's been raping women is found murdered the same way, using the same sort of techniques that he used to rape women. So we have to kind of interrogate all his past victims to see if any of them are capable of murder. So it's a kind of a complicated and rough episode. For my character, I have to take these women who have had this terrible thing happen to them and interrogate them, as possible murder suspects. So Lindsay, my character Lindsay, has a really difficult time doing that and trying to stay compassionate but also trying to stay a cop and trying to be human but not, it's a hard balance. So it's been fun and challenging.
And too, especially on episode like this, it's very intense, with the whole rape victims, and it's just how do you even get into the mindset of that? I mean, like I said, it kind of blows my mind.
Well, our characters are kind of methodical and scientists. They're scientists and cops. So, in a way, I think they approach everything just sort of like you get from A to B to C to D. You don't leap to any conclusions. You don't over-emotionalize anything. You just have a very pragmatic approach. You sort of compartmentalize everything. So, in a way, that's how we have to kind of approach it. You can't go all into the backstory of a rape victim because then you would be like a blubbering mess on the floor and you can't do your job. So, in a way, it's like a similar approach.
So now I was joking with Steela. She wears her badge. It's really kind of hip. Look at how she does it. Do you feel powerful wearing this badge kind of out there? You guys?
I do. It's funny because I went home today in my costume, and I was walking to my car, and I was like, I had my badge on still. And I was walking to my car in a way I never walk to my car when it's just me at home. So I think it's like, it kind of sinks in that you're like, yeah, excuse me? You talking to me? Yeah, it is.
So being a part of this show, again, I was talking kind of to everybody, it's just to show that the ratings are up, I think like 25%, you get over 11 million viewers. How amazing is it that, the viewership's just up and up, and you guys are able to, create these fresh episodes, just kind of.
I think it's amazing that the writers keep coming up with episodes. First of all, after in season 7, I always drive home, think about like maybe a storyline. I can never even think of one, so I'm amazed that they keep coming up with them. And I think it's great. They moved us to Friday, and we still have a strong audience, so it's great.
And so, Steela coming in to replace Marina, how do you think she's fared so far, and how is it a little different?
It is different. It's great. I think in the beginning she was so shell-shocked. She was like, how do you guys learn all these science, all this scientific dialogue? But she's been great. She brings a great energy to it. She's got such a southern charm, and she's a lot of fun to work with. So.
Speaking of dialogue, I always find it interesting whether it's law, obviously, crime scenes or kind of like the doctor shows. Are the writers themselves? Do you feel, so to speak, like comfortable? Like their knowledge is so much that when you're saying it, you feel like, hey, this is how it would really be. Like you don't feel like it's just.
I trust. Dialogue. No, I trust that they wrote it how it would really be, but I can't say that I always understand what I'm saying. But I trust that they are making me sound smart.
So you feel somewhat intelligent, a little bit more intelligent?
Sure, yeah. Until I lose my mind halfway through and I have no idea what I'm talking about.
That's so funny. Steela was saying she feels the set is kind of like a boys' club, Gary and all the guys. Do you feel ever like...
Sela said that?
Do you feel there's a lot of testosterone going on? How do you guys...
Yes, there is a lot of testosterone going on. It's almost an entirely male crew. So, yeah, but I've always liked that. I grew up with a lot of boys, so I'm comfortable in that environment.
Awesome. So what are we going to see down the line with your character? Are you going to see a relationship with Danny?
I have no idea. Maybe another baby. Maybe twins. Why not?
Awesome. And any guest stars down the line? Anybody maybe else coming in, or someone maybe that you would like to possibly?
We can say, right?
I really like where this is going.
We're having Neo come on the show, which is very exciting.
So are you a big fan of Neo's music?
Yeah. Okay. Don't ask me anything specific. Yes, I am.
Awesome. And anybody that isn't coming on that you would like to tell the camera or tell your people?
You know who I want to come back on the show, because I didn't get to meet him, is John McEnroe.
And why John McEnroe?
Because he's awesome.